Hi, I'm Doreen Calderon, owner of The Recognized Actor, and welcome to another episode of Just to Be Clear, where we take a topic about being an actor in the industry and kind of mull it over a bit. Let's discuss. Today's topic is about goals versus inventing the future. Now, we all know about goals. I don't have to tell you about goal setting. I actually did another thing about it. But goals are something that we're familiar with, and we set it, and then we've got a path, and we can checklist off things. The trap that we get into often is that the goals start getting contaminated with thoughts of inventing the future. So I was talking to a client the other day, and they were on the fence. I mean, it seemed kind of agonizing. They were on the fence about whether or not to join the union. They found out they were eligible and they could join at any second. And that was a goal that they had had for years, because ultimately they do want to do television and film, so they knew that they had to do that. So here it was laid out for them, but then they started getting distracted by thoughts of imagining things like, oh no, if I do this, shouldn't I ask my representation permission first? They're going to be mad at me. My commercial agent is going to drop me. All of these things that they had invented. And then that kept them farther from their goal, because they started spending all of their energy around the what ifs, this imaginary situation, right? There was another client of mine I spoke to recently, and they wanted to get a new agent, but first they wanted new headshots, but first they wanted to fix their teeth, but first they wanted to save $3,000 to get the teeth fixed. And I said, wait a minute. By the time all that happens, the whole summer will be gone. Episodic season will be halfway over. Just focus on getting an agent. Now, there wasn't anything majorly wrong with the teeth, so that wasn't an issue. They just wanted it to be perfect, because in their mind, if they didn't have the perfect photos, then agents weren't going to open up their package. If they didn't have the perfect teeth, they weren't going to get the perfect photos. All of this stuff that was created in their minds. And the reason I bring it up is because we do this all the time. Whenever we're making a decision, it's either very clear, or if we have any hesitation, it's always because we're contaminating that thought with inventions, things we're making up, things that don't really exist. And then we spend all of our energy trying to avoid the thing we just made up. You know you do it. I've done it. The skill is catching yourself when you do it. And when you do catch yourself, just don't get stuck there. Sure, you can weigh the pros and cons, but that's not what I'm talking about. Don't invent the future and try to avoid it, right? Okay, so stop thinking so much. Just show up and play. Comment below and subscribe. Thanks.